Good evening, guys. It's Tony back again, Horror in Todge. Hope everyone's okay and having a good evening. It's day 28 of the 31 Days of Horror. It's only a few days left now. And I was scanning through a few of my comments, and a guy told me to try and review this movie. So I had it on the shelf. Haven't watched it yet. British horror movie. And it is Cradle of Fear. So I put this in and watched it. And I'll tell you my thoughts on it, guys, and what I thought. So Cradle of Fear is a 2001 film, and it's directed by Alex Chadden. And you've got in this one Danny Filth out of Cradle of Filth. He's the lead sort of evil bloke. Emily Booth and Stuart Lang. And basically it's a really low budget British horror movie. Very British, very English. It's like in the city centres of, like, I don't know, London or something. So, and you can see all the shops around it, like Pizza Hut and all sorts. It's really British. It ain't got no American influence or anything. It's just really, it's like the what is it scene? The goth scene sort of thing. And basically, it's about this guy who's sort of like a child murderer, and he sort of summons this like demon type devil sort of in it from his padded cell. He's locked away. He sort of summons this demon to come and take revenge on the families who's put him away, sort of thing. So yeah, that's basically it. And it's just really low budget, really B movie indie type from 2001, so really early 2000s. You can tell with the flared jeans and stuff like that. It just brought me back to my teenage years, to be fair. And yeah, it's just like I say, this guy going around and he's sort of killing everyone. Danny Filth's character, and you got some really gory moments in this. As you can see, a lot best British gore film since Hellraiser. So it's just really gory, but really over the top. Like when someone's like standing on someone's head, it'll just like burst open. So you get all that goodness. Terrible acting. Terrible. The story's not very, it's hard to follow, and it's on for 2 hours, so it's a bit of a drag. And you got this detective sort of going around, finding all these bodies that this bloke's leaving behind. He's like, taking these girls back to like sleep with him. One of them ends up like being pregnant with like a demon or a devil, and sort of all chaos breaks out there. You've got all different little murders and lot of subplots in this one as well. So I'm not going to go too much into detail. You'll know what I mean. I've had this for a good few months now, and I just haven't got around to watching it. And a guy, I think it was Mark, who comments, I know from Facebook, said he watched Cradle of Fear yet, mate. I said no. He said, can you do it? Can you watch it and tell me what you think? So yeah, I thought it was okay for what it is. Say British made, really low budget, but some great gore effects. And like I say, it's just about this bloke going around killing people. Like a demon bloke. And, a detective sort of chasing after him. And that's basically all you really need to know. A bit of nudity in this. A bit of sleaze. Cocaine taking. The goth scene in clubs and stuff. Metal music. Danny Filth's character there, you can see he's got like all like big rings on his hand with like spikes hanging off, and so he like cuts them to pieces, really, and sort of smashes the face in, cuts them up, does all sorts. Really, there's a lot of good gore effects, to be fair. Lots of blood, like buckets of blood. So like when someone gets hit down the head with a hammer, you sort of got that blood that's sort of pumping from the head, that sort of B-movie blood, but It's not just like a splatter, it's like pumping. So, which I always like better. I always like a gore fest. But yeah, it was okay, guys. It was a decent enough film for a B movie. Say 2 hours a bit too long for me. I thought we should have done it for maybe 70 minutes or something. Excuse me, guys. I'm getting a cold. But yeah, I'll give it a 5 out of 10. But for the gore effects, bloody hell, probably 8 out of 10 for the gore. But just for the whole film, 5 out of 10. Halfway there, it was okay. It was watchable. Nothing spectacular, but decent enough for day 28, Cradle of Fear, British horror movie. Check it out if you haven't, guys. If you have, what do you think of it? First time I've heard of it, and it's like I say, it's getting on for 20 years old, 18 years old, so yeah, glad I watched it. Day 29 tomorrow, guys. I've been Tony. I'll catch you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching.